Hey y'all, took me so long to finally do this recording. I just recorded a video about Black men. It was requested. That would be coming up separately. Excuse me. But what I will be naming the video is Black men affected with a deadly man-made mental disease that makes them easy prey. That's going to be the name of it, because that's the conclusion of that video. Damn, I got the hiccups. All right, so let's just get into the Olmek and his old lady story. So I give y'all a little overview. So apparently Olmek has recently been incarcerated, but he's out now. I believe he made bail, but it's a woman that he been in a relationship for 2 years. Um, she said that he had bashed her head into the wall. She also said that in the 2 years that they had been together, she has suffered from a lot of mental abuse and emotional abuse. Not so much physical, but the way that she communicates, it seemed like it could have had happened a few times that he got physical with her. She also said that he was very controlling. He isolated her from her friends and family, like she moved across states to live with him. And she wasn't allowed to like go grocery shopping by herself. She wasn't allowed to be alone because Olmek was extremely insecure and extremely um obsessive and controlling when it comes to her. But they also said something about child abuse. Um, so that interests me, but there's not like a whole lot about that part, like of why, like what do they mean exactly? Or was it child endangerment? So it could be possible that um what he was doing to her was so bad that it was putting the children in danger. Olmek is a ex-member of the cult Carbonation, which their leader Eligio has recently went to jail on a rape charge. Also, what they call it, revenge porn. Um, he was there like when it first started, before it was realized that Carbonation was a cult per se. Um, he went there with a female that eventually left him and got into a relationship with the cult leader, but she was coerced and she's very young. So she was coerced into that relationship. And at some point, when she had left the cult, she got back in a relationship with Olmek, but it didn't work out. They broke up again, and she went back to the cult leader. When she went back to the cult leader, she did talk about her relationship with Olmek with him online. She talked about how small his penis was. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because there's a reason why he's psychologically fucked up. So I want to give him like a fair story because he has been through some psychological abuse when it comes to the cult and its members. He's also now a Moor. I don't know much about Moors, but it do seem like he left from one cult and went to another. Um, a lot of times these members they will go to a religion, and it's because they subconsciously looking for something familiar. They also looking for something to fix them, something to help them deflect and everything. But religion, in my opinion, is not healthy. It's not healthy for your mind and it's not healthy for your spirit. But people in the search for something outside of themselves to fix themselves. Um, so after that, they was completely done. They never got back into a relationship with each other. He became a Moorish, got into this relationship with this female, and I think somewhere I do have a old reading, old Olmek, and I believe I mentioned him being in a new relationship. I do remember mentioning that. Um, Actually, how long ago that was? Because the girl said that she been in a relationship for 2 years, and I feel like that was less than 2 years ago that he was in a relationship with Velvet. So that's interesting. Um, what else? What else? What else? So he only was in jail for like one day. He did get bailed out. I'm guessing that he must have to go to court. The woman claimed that she is not a victim, but sometimes it's hard to realize when you are a victim, especially for Black women or women that has been in a lot of trauma. And she said that this is the first time that she called the police. And the reason why she didn't leave is because she was so isolated from her friends and family, she felt stuck. So that's that. I think it's also important to mention that after she called the police and went public with this, the Moors started to disclaim Olmek very quickly. Um, so I'm gonna ask about that too. Like, why did they so quickly disclaim him? Um, what else? So the Moors also asked for her to take down a photo or something of him wearing Moors clothes or something like that because they didn't want to be associated with him anymore. Fucking too late. Like, it's too late. Stop. I feel like them doing that is like doing too much. Just because one person go to jail, like not to me, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, okay, the whole nah. I'm already a skeptic, so I'm already questioning them. But it's not because of Olmec. I was questioning them before Olmec. I don't know much about Moors though. I really don't. Uh, so let's just get into it. So I'm gonna first start out with asking some questions about who is Olmec at the core. Like, who is he really as a person? I do not know the female name. All right, I do want to Testing. Okay. I do want to do a little cleansing. All right. Okay. So who is Olmek at the core of him? Ooh, child. Cards coming out quick too. Okay. I wish I knew his zodiac sign. I don't remember it. So, mm, mm, mm. Ooh, he really into relationships though. Like, I'm feeling like he's really like he could have like a lot of Libra energy or something like that because relationship is really important to him. He is a type of person that he really want to settle down, but he's just not mentally well. Like he's not in a healthy state to be in a relationship. I'm getting codependent. That's what I'm getting. Like he somebody that would go from like relationship to relationship, and even if he's in between relationships, he's really focused on getting into another one, and he's really like maybe conversating with flings, people that he might like kind of have on standby or something like that. I kind of feel I'm getting a presence of another female that he kind of goes to her when he's in between serious relationships or something. And the woman did mention something about raising kids together. She called them their kids, but I don't think that it's his biological kid. I think that they are her children and they decided to raise the kids together. Um I did get the bully card, but it did come out upright, highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you to confront the interferers that bully you. And I also got shapeshifter, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see potential in everything. The reason why I think that these are coming out upright is because he's really good at it. Like he a good communicator. He really good at becoming whatever that would make people comfortable at the time. So people probably like him in organizations. Like when he in organizations, like he could really represent the organization like they will want him to. He kind of easily programmed. I'm kind of getting like Pisces energy with that, like water energy. Um, cause he easily programmed. Mm. I don't know, something about his energy giving me like a void, like a bot type energy. Like, mm, Like it's not much there. Weird. It just feels weird being in it. And then I have warrior, but this came reverse. Trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others. Like that's what I'm feeling. He has the ability to really turn a blind eye to shut down. I'm almost getting a sense that he could like kind of sleep through stuff, or he could sleep to not deal with things. Um, he have ways, mechanisms that helps him to shut things down so he don't have to deal with it. And with this mediator card, this is going with the bully and shapeshifter card. It's because when he in an organization, they might even put him in a position of like a mediator because he really good at it. He really good at giving other people advice. Even if he doesn't take it himself, like he know how to represent the opposite of what he is. So it makes me feel like he's very aware, self-aware, as in if he doing something toxic, he knows that it's toxic, so he won't teach it to somebody else. Like let's say that, well, we know that he's been in a toxic relationship, but while he was in a toxic relationship, let's say that in an organization, he was talking to young men and teaching them how to be in a healthy relationship. He knows what to say when it comes to the principles of the organization. Like he's well trained, but he follow his own philosophy. There's a reasons why he liked to be in organization because it helps him to wear a mask. Hmm. Um, and that's the main reason why he looks for organizations to be in. He don't really have an identity. He really feels like a bot, like a mm, like he might even thought about being in the military at one point. He liked being a part of an organization, but it's because of his insecurities. He has a lot of insecurities that some of them was embedded before carbonation. I believe some of his insecurities come from like his childhood, maybe from his parents in some way, but he know how to repress really well, really well, and he know how to hide really, really well. Even when it comes to this female, like he might have restricted her, but I feel like he kind of did it in like a passive aggressive way until he like explodes. Stealing money, creative ideals, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Yeah. He doesn't have a sense of identity. He doesn't have his own personality. So he joined these organizations to be able to borrow one or be able to told what to be, because when he just by himself, he not a part of an organization, he feels lost, like he just floating around. So he looked for something to control him. Then I got the saboteur, but it was reversed. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. A part of him feels weak. Um, that's why he looked for an identity to carry, because he feels shame. He feels a sense of shame just for a long time. He carries this shame. Why do he feel shame? Why does he feel shame? Came out, student. It came out sideways. Okay, what I'm getting from this card though is that um this is about his time with carbonation. He feel ashamed for that. It's deep too. Um and I feel like he was already dealing with insecurities before that. Like he was already feeling weak before that. But after that, it really embedded, and he been hiding. Like he almost wanted to erase. That's why I'm sorry, it's so much coming in. So I'm gonna jump around as it comes in. That's why he got into a relationship with Velvet that time. Cause he was trying to, and if she would have stayed, he would have did her dirty eventually. If she would have stayed. Matter of fact, he was plotting it. I think she might even caught him plotting it. Like he was making plans on how to like trap her, like get her in the same position that he got this girl in, and he was gonna dog her out eventually because he had a plan. He really did. I remember her saying that her body like rejected him, and I think that was real. I think that was almost like spiritual protection because he had plans. He had plans. Let's dig into it. Not sure what deck I'm gonna use to dig into this. Okay, guess we use this one. I kind of wanted to use the light seer deck. I might use it, but what plans did he have for Velvet? What plans did he have for Velvet? See, see, he really, it was sadistic. Damn. Mm-mm-mm. I notice I've been using that word a lot lately because that's what been going on. I want y'all to see this. If Velvet would have stayed with him, he would have dogged her out eventually. He had plans. I mean, since the beginning of that second go around of the relationship, it was like on some revenge type shit. Because he feels such a deep shame from what happened. What was his plans for Velvet? It was going to be worse than what he did to this female, but I do think that this female is getting what she getting because of what happened. Turn it in. Okay. In this card, this person is meditating, but you see all these like shadows around. Yeah. This is like a really good representation because he will project this image of being like this person right here. He project an image of being wise, being a leader, um, being knowledgeable. And this also him tuning out everything, but he's not dealing with it. He's suppressing it. But this is him tuning out all these shadows that he doesn't deal with. But he wear a mask of being balanced, of being like secure in himself, but it's not true. And I guarantee you, if like Velvet was to look back on that relationship, she would notice even more red flags because I feel like something she's seen or heard or something like that alerted her to what I'm saying here. Saying here. What was his plans for Velvet? Okay, so healing, and it came out reverse, but I'm taking these upright, but it came out with healing receptivity. That makes sense together. Because I'm feeling like he wanted to heal the way that people seen him by getting back with her. That was his goal. Yeah. Mm. It's really good that she got out of that because I'm feeling like that could have had even turned deadly because he could have had lost control. Like if they was to get into like a, if he was able to isolate her and they was to get into an argument, he would have went into a rage and he would have brung up the past and he wanted to like punish her for that. He wanted to. Those was the plans. So he has like a lot of internal issues that he just don't deal with. I don't even think he talk about it. All he do is suppress. So his anger could kind of look like it came out of nowhere because of how much he suppressed and how deeply the shame feels. Yeah, I looked over and seen fight. So if him and Velvet would have had got into like a altercation or something, it would have turned really ugly really fast. Okay. Why did he join the Moors? Yeah. Comparison. This is him trying to find like a sense of identity because he is deeply insecure. He's deeply insecure. It hurts to even tap into it. Like he really he really don't like himself. He really deal with some ooh, it's shame. That's all I could say. Like he feels a deep sense of shame. And you know the truth is, because I think during that time he spoke against Eligio, but he blames Velvet more than he blames Eligio. He blamed women more than the men who have abused him. His insecurities are so deep that even in the organization, he will start to compete with the other men. Like if this man was to get like a new car or something like that, he will feel the need to get one or something like that. Or if it was a man that seemed like he trying to up him, he would try harder to up that man. Like he be in competition and he's constantly comparing himself. Yo, I'm even seeing him measuring his thing. It's so deep. The other card that came out was ordinariness, and that was reversed. So it makes me think that I don't think that he can stomach an ordinary life. He wants to be known as like extraordinary. I'm seeing him in a mirror. He has body insecurities as well. Mm, like I even think that he tried to get like those pills that make your thing get bigger and stuff because he has an insecurity around that. Ooh, all right. Why did he join the Moors? Like he might even stay in the bathroom for a long time, but what he doing in there is looking in a mirror and really tearing himself down. Mm. The source reverse and schizophrenia came out. He doesn't have a connection to God. Like he don't even join religion for that purpose. It's all about um trying to feel better about himself. So it's not about connecting to source. It's not about connecting. It's not even about ascending. It's all about him trying to mask his insecurities. It's all about that. His mind kind of runs him crazy because it's so negative. Mm, damn, Olmek. That didn't hit right. Oh Lord, oh man, you got my back. Got my back hurting. Uh, First of all, I'm gonna have to take off this bra. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. All right, y'all. I do got a new shirt. They even say something on the back about cosmos and stuff like that, manifesting good things and stuff. So this one of my newest favorite shirts. Oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that. Mm. Yeah, his mind very negative. Um, he might practice meditation, but he practiced that form of meditation where he just trying to stop his mind from racing. He have an issue with racing thoughts. Um, I think he might even zone out in like art. He might do well with actually painting the darkness inside of him. That would be even more healing. Like for instance, when I wrote poetry, a lot of times it was to equalize or neutralize my negative emotions. So my poetries can come out really negative because it was me purging. He need to purge some way, somehow, crying, confession, art. He have to somehow release that repressed feelings in him. Um, but he's terrified of it. he's terrified to even open that door. I just see him every time I see him, he just so very quiet. Um, I really don't think that he really talked to people about what's going on with him internally. I don't think he does. Mm. Mm. He I'm hesitant about saying certain things because this is still like a person at the end of the day, and I have a sense of compassion and everything, but my mission, I do have to reveal certain things so I'll be able to talk about it. But I'm not saying anything in order to embarrass him or to make him feel bad. It's just what I'm tapping into. So, um, I feel like that he could have an issue with performing sexually. He's very, 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 very insecure. Why he doesn't talk about what's going on inside of him? Why he doesn't talk about what's going on inside of him? Mm. Prostitute accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. Hmm. I feel like it would make him feel powerless if he talked about it. Um, it's like that toxic masculinity. He feel like vulnerability is not being masculine. You don't talk about your problems. This could be something embedded by his dad or something. You hold it in. He's been trained to hold it in. As a man, you are supposed to repress shit. That's how he feels. Then I also got the martyr reverse. Addiction to self-pity. Yeah. He really do feel sorry for himself. I keep picturing him in the bathroom. I don't know if that's like a safe haven for him or something, but when he in that bathroom, it's a lot going on with him. It's a lot going on. Like I even see him like on the floor, like holding his legs in there. I see him in a mirror, kind of poking at himself. I don't know what that about. Before he's intimate, he might even have to go to the bathroom to be able to perform. Like he would have to get his mind right. If he do have difficulty, it's because he overthinks. Mm, 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 mm. that situation really messed him up because he was already insecure. So, because I keep going back to that conversation that Velvet was having with Eligio when she went back to him after being with Olmek for the second time. And she was publicly talking about how small his thing is and how her vagina rejected him. And that shit really fucked him up. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to front. Yo, women, I know some men out here trifling, but just don't do it. Don't do it to them, because men have feelings too and everything. And most men have an average size penis. And, you know, shit, I've been happy with average size penis before. Like, I just think that is kind of ridiculous, the pressure that we put on men to have like a big dick or something like that, especially black men. Um, but it really ain't a big deal, you know? I was about to say some stuff. Well, I guess since I talked about him, I feel like it'd be fair to talk about myself. Um, I don't do well with extremely big penises. I just don't do well. Um, it's painful. At one point, I had somebody who had a really big thing, and it was painful for the both of us. like, it took time. Like he wanted to scratch it out. It was painful for the both of us. He felt like I was squeezing too tight. He kept like relax the muscles and stuff like that. And I'm just like, at that time I was celibate for like a year before me and him was intimate. And it wasn't a good experience. I'm just gonna say that. It was not a good experience. On top of that, he had like a porn addiction. So it was like, it was not a good experience. Mm-mm. All right, so I got the rebel reverse, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. I was asking why he doesn't talk to people. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Even if people was to ask him, like he would probably act like it's fine. Like people be like, yeah, what's going on with you? And he would reject that and be like, what you mean what's going on with me? I'm great. No, I'm completely fine. What you mean? He might even get offended. If people be like, let's talk about your emotions and stuff, like he will reject that. Mm. Okay, so that's on him. Let's get into the female. Give me insight on the female personality in this. Too meaning. I feel like that want to come out. I mean, honestly, it kind of just looked like she got with him because of his insecurities. I'm recording. Yeah. Oh, I would have been so mad. Um, because I'm feeling like at the time that she got with him, she knew he was broken, but she capitalized off of it. Look, I'm just gonna be motherfucking real, okay? Um, she seen him, he was broken, and she felt like, that would kind of keep him like tied to her. I'm just gonna keep it real. That's how I'm feeling with this slave card. Like giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choice. Motherfucking fact. Motherfucking fact. You know what? Motherfucking fact, yo. Look, I ain't. Okay. Like, they both got similar insecurities. Okay. And she got out of him because she wanted to be like a stay at home wife or some shit like that. She wanted somebody to help her with her children. She wanted to be saved. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. She wanted to be saved, and she was willing to play that position. She was willing to be in a subservient role, and she knew that he had insecurities, but she was okay with it because she felt like that would keep him attached to her. Because it was red flags since the motherfucking beginning. Um, I think that she even approached him, like maybe even after that velvet shit, because she knew he was broken. So she really interacted with him when he was broken, but she was fully aware of it. But she seen it as a motherfucking benefit. Okay. Girl, stop playing now. Stop playing. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Like, I'm feeling like she may have even approached him, like she came after him or something, and maybe even in a very sexual way. Um, because arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. Because I feel like she's a part of that Moors community as well. And, in these organizations, usually women the role of the women um is subservient. Not just that. Uh, like I feel like she was in a community our organization that told her all the time that she was a queen. And the only reason they was calling her that is because she was a part of the organization. And that's it. But she really was satisfied with that. But things change. Like people who never been in a long relationship or marriage and stuff, they want it so bad. Like they want it so bad. And then after you experience it, it's like that shit ain't all that. But you had to learn. You had to learn like it's not for you. And I feel like this is like a similar situation. Like in the beginning, she really wanted something by any means necessary. She wanted a husband. She wanted to be a housewife. She wanted that role. But during the experience, she learned like, this is not for me. This is not what I want. This doesn't make me happy. Whatever organization she's a part of, she's very dedicated to it. Like I feel like she studies it, she has knowledge of it. She even believe in some of the ways of it. She's an advocate for it. She may even protect it. Pretentious to much deeper knowledge than you usually possess. Mm. What I'm getting from this card is basically she joined it for superficial reasons, just because she wanted to be saved, pretty much. I know, but I'm getting the sense that because she's a part of something, a lot of times uh she could feel better than like because she like a Moorish woman, and she was to come across like a everyday woman or something like that, or she even come across a person like me, she will automatically start to feel that she's more knowledgeable because of the organization that she is a part of. So it gave her like this false sense of intelligence. She get really blinded by it. And I feel like she even feels special because of it, but I feel like it's starting to change. She do kind of give me like Aquarius type energy. Like I feel like she is open minded, but she lost at the same time. Like she don't really know herself. Her identity is based off of whatever she's studying at the time. Conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fears and falsehood. I feel like that's the religious shit. Um, because I'm just getting like the sense that she wanted to be separated from her friends and family. Like maybe because she felt like they didn't understand her, they didn't understand her point of view. She could have probably even felt like she vibrated too high to be around them or something like that. It could have also took her so long to say anything because she didn't want to be proven wrong, or she didn't want her beliefs to be challenged. Like she was protecting the facade. She did want to be saved though. And he could sense it in her. That's why he chose her, because he felt like he would be able to control her. Um he felt like she wouldn't ask certain questions. He felt like she was insecure like him. So he also felt as if she would be stuck with him. Mm. Why did she get into a relationship? Why did she get into a relationship with Olmek? See, going with the flow. Postponement. She was just really going after her desires, but I do felt like even in the beginning there was red flags, and her intuition was trying to tell her like it wasn't a good idea, but she just went with the flow because it seemed like he could give her what she wanted, and she was looking to be saved, and he was like offering that in some type of way. Why did she get with old man? uh you know, transformation and slowing down. It was, I mean, for her, it was divinely guided. It was an experience that was already written and contracted for her to go through this transformation so she could stop like being a victim, start to save herself. She had to learn this lesson. She had to. It was always meant to happen, just like this. Even this moment, it was meant to happen. Her even sharing what had happened was a part of the divine plan. Hmm. Because he was like a reflection of her. They had similar insecurities. And it was also meant for her to slow down because if she didn't get with him, she would have got with somebody else that would have been just like him because she didn't know that what she was desiring was toxic. She had to learn that. And I feel like she go with the flow with a lot of things. And the universe is trying to teach her how to not do that, to not just go with the flow with everything. Like I feel like she might even have like a lot of stories of how she kind of just let things happen, just kind of let things happen to her. I think she have a lot of stories like that. And she needed to be put in a situation that slowed her down enough for her to really dissect like her inner demons of why she just let things happen to her, or why she always looking for somebody to save her, why she so codependent, why she afraid to be alone, why she doesn't have any sense of identity. Like she really had to ask herself all these questions because she was going down like a destructive path, but she didn't see it like that. She didn't see it. So the universe had to make her see it by giving her her reflection. All right. So let's go into what happened between them. First, let's get into like how do they truly feel about each other? How do Olmek truly feel about her? How do Olmek truly feel about her? These are my on the mind tarot cards. Link is in the description if you want to purchase. How do Olmek truly feel about her? See, if I ignore it long enough, maybe it will go away. He do not deal with his emotional issues. He represses things like until it explodes. How can I make this ideal a reality? I can feel the possibilities, and I'm excited. Two of Wands. This came out sideways, so I'm gonna take both meanings. I want it now, and I'm so burnt out. I need a vacation. And this also came out sideways. There is no way out of this. I feel stuck, and my mind is not clear enough for me to find a solution. Please help. and I don't want to be a victim anymore. I'm ready to set myself and my mind free. Like what he was looking for her to heal him, to heal his insecurities. That's why I got this card. How can I make this ideal a reality? Because he was really focused on relationship, especially after Velvet, the second time, because his ego was deeply bruised, so he just wanted somebody to come and make it feel better. But he doesn't deal with nothing. He kind of just let stuff happen too. Like he really was in a rush to get into a relationship. So if he didn't, he probably rushed the relationship with her. Like it probably moved quickly. And I think that's probably why she was reserved, because she was like, damn, it's moving really fast. But he was in a rush to get with a female to help him with his insecurities because he thought that was going to make him feel better. He wanted to heal his mind, not his spirit, though, his mind. He's a very mental person. Um, but he like completely ignores the well-being of his spirit. But he probably don't even see it like that. Okay. How does she feels about Olmek? Okay, also what I'm getting here is that there's a lot of wands. So there was passion, like he was attracted to her. It wasn't passion, it was attraction. He was attracted enough to her. But I don't get love. I don't feel that because it was all about his ego. He wanted to feel better, and that was it. But he didn't care that he didn't really love her. How does she feel about Olmec? Mm. I know I'm being deceptive, but it's the only way for me to gain control. I'm ready to settle down. I'm thinking about creating my own family legacy. See, they was a true reflection of each other. Um she just really wanted to get married, somebody to save her, take care of her, help take care of the kids. Um she was trying to escape a reality that she didn't like. And I think that she kind of plotted on Olmec, like plotted on getting with him, but it was because he was broken. So because he was broken, she felt like he was an easy target. Okay. How does she feel about Olmec? Man. I'm releasing what no longer serves me. So is she ready to let go of the relationship now? She ready to let go. What about Olmec? What he want to do with the relationship? I feel good about this change. I know it's for my highest good. I think he want to let it go too. I feel like they both want to let the relationship go. Okay, give me more on that. See, Ace of Wands. So, there was like attraction, but did I get any cups? I ain't getting no cups. I feel passionate about this new project. I can't wait to work on it. This inspires me. This came out sideways, so I'm gonna take both sides. I need to stop procrastinating and just do it. I need new inspiration. So there's is like a seesaw effect. Like 1 minute they like, I don't want to do this anymore, especially her. I think that she want to let it go more than Olmek do. I I feel like Olmek, he thinking that it's best if he let it go, but he kind of like, if she willing to work on it, then I would try to work on it too. Like he's in that space. I want to know about their sex life just because that came up. Mm. What is the sex life like? Your freakiness intimidates me. I told them the truth about us. Somebody been talking about their sex life. Let's find out who. So, what is the sex life like for her? Mm, you're worth fighting for. What is the sex life for her? Is there someone else? Okay, so what I got from this card, you worth fighting for, is because even though it wasn't going too well, she like, yo, I'm still gonna try. Um, I think that she even try new things in order to help him. And with this one right here, is there someone else? I think she questioned it because he was having some issues. So she like, is there somebody else? Is you not attracted to me? Like, what the fuck is going on? And I think she talked to somebody about it, like a friend or something. Like, yo, I don't know what's going on, but we having some issues in the bedroom. Okay, how the sex life for him? If it comes out, I'll take it. Mm. Sorry, I ignore you. No matter what, you're beautiful to me. And I want you to myself. With this card, he might have at times avoided sex. And it didn't have to do with his attraction to her. And I felt like he told her, like, no, it's not you, it's me. It's not you. Like, I'm attracted to you, but, I overthink things. That's what I'm getting like with the I want you to myself. But I do feel like it was such an issue. That's why I'm talking about it. Cause usually I don't go into people like sex life. But it was such an issue that he avoided it sometimes. Like sometimes he would avoid it. And Olmek, I'm not saying this to embarrass you. I'm really, really, really not. I'm hoping that if you do listen to this reading, that it would pinpoint the issue and that way you could work on healing it. Because um you work really hard on trying to just get rid of your emotions instead of actually working through them. And that's why you having issues. That's why you having a problem. So somebody need to tell you the truth, you know. Somebody need to speak the truth to you so that you can actually start to work on it. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up with what was the argument that night about? Okay. So what was the argument about that night? Mm. I was actually waiting for this card to come out because I don't know if it's somebody father, either her having issues with hers or him. Victoria, control, abuse of authority. Okay, storyteller came out again. I feel like sometimes he be lying. Mm. Goddess, exorcist, bully, and the fool card reverse. Actually, what I'm getting by this, that he was like nitpicking, uh, maybe even trying to make her feel insecure, like making fun of her, but trying to make it like it's not a big deal or some shit like that. Being a motherfucking bully, trying to tell her what to do or telling her what she doing wrong. Esther says, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Hmm. She could have wanted to leave, like after the situation escalated. I feel like she was like, you know what? I'm just through. I'm tired of this. Who the fuck texting me this late? 4 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Mm-mm. What the fuck is this? I'm not getting a great feeling. I fucking can't. Bruh, bye. Mm-mm. Bruh, I'll tell you the truth. 4 o'clock in the morning, motherfucker, stress, ain't you? Stress. Anyways, yeah, I think she was just fed up. Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore because he was being a motherfucking bully. I feel like he was like nitpicking, making her feel like she can't do nothing right. Um, Making fun of her, but trying to make it seem like it's not that serious, or she being too sensitive or some shit like that. Okay. All right. What was going on with him? Mm. I can't sleep and I have so much to do tomorrow. I wish I could stop stressing the 9 of Swords. He was fucked up in the head. He was fucked up in the head and he took it out on her. What was going on with him? Justice. I feel good about my actions and take accountability when necessary. I believe in good karma. I will make things right. 4 of Cups. I just don't feel the same. I'm detached from my emotions right now. Yeah, he was feeling, his mind was fucked up. And not only that, when he started talking mad shit to her, he was feeling like justified about it. Like he felt like he had a right to be talking to her like that. But he was just projecting his insecurities. And then what happened after she wanted to leave? That's when his ass blew up. What happened after she wanted to leave? Mm, I can't get into cooperation. Too many cards. I felt like he made her feel like she was being extra. She like, yo, I can't do this no more. He made her feel like she was being extra. Look, ooh, these cards are accurate. 10 of Wands. Why do I have to be the responsible one? I feel weighed down by my burdens. And 7 of Swords reverse. I know I've been misleading in the past, but I'm ready to show that I can be trusted. I'm ready to tell the truth. So I do feel like at one point he was talking mad shit, maybe even lying about some shit. And he was like, no, 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 no. Give me a minute to explain. Give me some time to explain. But she was like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. And then that's when he like blew up because she was about to walk away. He might even made it seem like he do more for the relationship than she do with this 10 of Wands, like she was a burden or something. And with this, I know I've been misleading in the past, but I'm ready to show that I can be trusted. I'm ready to tell the truth. made me think that he could have been lying about something, lying about where he been or some shit like that. All right, so what about her? Her, what was going on with her? See, the Empress came out, and that remind me of this goddess card that came out upright. She was like, "Look, I finally know my worth, and I'm ready to go. Look, I know my worth and the power of my femininity. I bring nourishment and abundance everywhere I go." She was like, "Look, I'm tired of this shit." I looked over and seen, I believe they owe me. What was going on with her? I'm not sure how I'm feeling, and that frustrates them. And I'm not ready for change. Why is this happening to me? Hmm. There could have there could have been a point where she was just saying that she's done, but she's not feeding into it anymore. Like she just, and he knowing that he lost her, and that like put him in rage. Hmm. Let's get some more. What was going on with her? I will loosen my grip. Yeah, she was ready to let go. I'm feeling like she was ready to leave. Yeah. The harder they try to force me to choose, the further they push me away. And he up there trying to get her to stay. I'm doing a lot better and getting on my feet. This is her like being like, I made up my mind. I know my worth. I know what I deserve at this point. For some reason, I feel like this girl might even watch me. That just random came to me. Like she was done. She was over it. And he couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. So he threw a fit. I think that even at one point she tried to be calm about it. Like, look, I don't want to fight anymore. I want to be done. That's why I feel like that one card came out. I'm not sure how I feel, and that frustrates them because she kind of like shut down and she wasn't being like emotional anymore. Whatever it was, like whatever action she did was different. And he felt like she wasn't, um, he felt like she wasn't attached to him anymore. And that made him feel extremely insecure. So he just went off to try to regain control because he wanted to dominate her. He wanted to control her. But I think at first it was kind of like fun and games or some shit. Like I feel like he was like kind of making fun of her and shit, telling lies, not telling the whole truth, being a bully. Dictatorial control and abuse of authority. He got mad issues. I am curious of how do how do I'm forgetting, I'm starting to get sleepy, y'all. Olmek view Eligio. How do Olmek view Eligio? Mm, mm, mm. How do Olmek view Eligio? Mm. Child, ain't this about a bitch? Ain't this about a motherfucking bitch? Wow, bitch. How do Olmek view Eligio? Mm, okay. He kind of look up to him still, but he do feel like Eligio is no. I hmm. It's strange because he kind of feel like Eligio helped him in some ways. I'm feeling like that with this rescuer and visionary. Provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. And with this vampire card coming up, right, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Like, he felt like he learned a lot from Eligio. I did get the advocate card reverse. So embraces negative causes for committing to causes for personal gain. So yeah, he did see Eligio like do shit for gain, but he kind of like look up to it because he see him as like a gambler, carefree. Um, he also look at Eligio like he is confident. You motherfucking tripping. Um, he even looked at Eligio like he has a different point of view, different perspective that he actually looks up to. Mm, okay. How do he view Velvet? Psh, I knew that shit. Thief came out reverse. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. See, he blamed the women more than he blamed Eligio. And it's kind of justified. I do understand it. I do. How do he view Velvet? He do feel like she's compassionate. He do see like that she have good mothering skills. I believe he even look at her like a good mother. I do feel like he thinks that she is selfish. Um he feel like she don't know how bad she hurt him. She don't know how bad she hurt him. Yeah. How do he view Velvet? Mm. Got the goddess reverse. Exploitation of the feminine nature and form. In some ways, he kind of felt like she's a fraud. almost like she's like a siren, like she lure you in and steals your heart, and she don't care if she breaks it. He feel like she's kind of heartless. How do he feel about altering facts or plagiarizing work others' work? He also feel like she stole his creative ideals. Something creative, he felt like she stole it from him. I'm getting a sense that he felt like she stole his art style. Mm. 'Cause that came out twice about plagiarizing. Yeah, he even felt like she stole ideals from him, like maybe even business ideals or something. I do remember them having like this jury thing together, but he felt like he was the primary creator, and she kind of just took his style. That's how he feeling. He feel like she's unappreciative. He feel like she can't be trusted. Hmm. He wants something from her. It's not an apology. It's almost like he want her to come out with a different story than what she released. Like almost coming out and being like, you know what? I lied when I said that his penis was small. It's actually very big. Something like that. Like he want her to take back some of the things that she said about him. And he want credit for some of her art. It's something else that he want credit for, but I'm not really sure what that is. But all right, y'all, I have to go to bed. Good night.